Hello, we are about to read Issues Magazine, a magazine dedicated to the real American issues. This month, our magazine is dedicated to education policy. Many of you know Winston Smith from 1984. He is the editor-in-chief of Issues Magazine. In the beginning, he writes an editor's note to discuss his personal stance on education, as well as define the overarching themes present in the following articles. In a brief summary, he feels that for a society to flourish or change, people must be educated. Additionally, education brings wealth not only of monetary means, but also of knowledge. Also, by receiving an education, you are capable of asking questions, questioning authority, and solving the most pressing issues of society. Although Winston himself does not specifically write the articles, it is his position as editor that shows his immense influence over the publication. He chooses the articles that go into the magazine, and he has the final say. His beliefs are represented quite clearly throughout the entire piece. Now, let's go on to our first article. This article is titled, "How Our Education System Has Been Harmed by Our Changing Ways of Today," written by Major Callicles. This article details how society's moral compass has shifted and has hindered the progress of American education. Moving on to our second piece. This article is called Best Education in the World and describes the countries with the best education systems. Here's a hint, it's not the USA. Actually, it is South Korea and Finland, both which boast a nearly perfect literacy rate. Our next piece is about the upcoming election and its stance on education through the eyes of both Democratic and Republican candidates. In a nutshell, Democrats believe in standardized testing, public school systems, and government-regulated financial aid. On the other side of the spectrum, Republicans support a convergence of church and state, privatized financial aid, and a more flexible choice of education path. Our next article delves into educational policy from a more mathematical outlook. Let's take a look at some of the numbers. In 2012, there were 1.3 million high school dropouts. If these students were to graduate, they would have seen a cumulative total of $337 billion earned throughout their lifetimes. High school dropouts are 50% less likely to vote and 8 times more likely to go to prison. Lastly, 70% of prison inmates cannot read above a 4th grade level. One of our most important pieces focuses on the issue of illiteracy. This piece, titled "The Silent Epidemic," drives home the importance of literacy. Costing the global market over $1 trillion annually, illiteracy does not only affect those who cannot read, it affects everyone, since those dollars come out of average citizens' pockets. So the question becomes, where do we go from there? Our next article provides some potential answers about where our education system may be heading. One rapidly growing industry is related to online educational technology. Some of the biggest trending sites are Dreambox Learning and Flashnotes. Flashnotes enable students to sell lecture notes. This not only turns a profit for the poor college student, but also encourages attentive note-taking in class, as well as a place to generate collective knowledge. And of course, what would a magazine be without its sponsors? Our biggest sponsor is Big Brother Securities, a security system dedicated to watching your every move to ensure your safety. Don't worry, you're never alone.